Hey guys, this is Travis Richards from Nothing's Left Brewing Company down here at 6th and Rockford here in Tulsa. And this week's What the Ale Beverage of the Week is our In Your Dreams Creamsicle Seltzer. The idea for this beer came about 4 or 5 months ago. We were at my son's school for a picnic night, and they had a ice cream truck outside, and I picked up an orange creamsicle because I hadn't had one in like 10 years, and it kind of stuck in my head that day. And I was kind of looking for a base beer to make one out of, and I kind of contemplated our sour beer to do it. But then we brewed a seltzer, and it just kind of made sense. So that's what we did. So we actually used orange concentrate in this guy, along with vanilla soft serve powder and some vanilla, just to kind of give it that rounded creamsicle flavor. So the ABV on this guy is 5%, and the flavor is extremely reminiscent of a classic orange creamsicle, if not just a little bit more orange forward, because that's just my own personal preference as a brewer to go fruit forward. So pretty darn delicious. This is What the Ale's Beverage of the Week, In Your Dreams, Creamsicle Seltzer. Oh yeah. So Nothing's Left actually started out of my garage back in around probably 2014. I'd been homebrewing for probably 5 years prior to that. And we basically started off contract brewing with some larger breweries in Oklahoma City, just to try to get some beer out into the market and kind of start establishing our brand. And then we basically spent 2 years building our brewery and hitting the pavement, doing festivals and pouring beer for folks, just to try to again get the brand out and kind of show them what we're trying to do down here with our brewery. And we started off in this small space here, and pretty quickly expanded into a larger building next door within about a year, just because we outgrew the space for the tank sizes and stuff, and couldn't keep up with the beer in this space. So we got pretty lucky that Tulsa, responded well to us and liked what we were doing. So thanks to Tulsa and Oklahoma for, really responding well to us, and it lets me do what I love to do every day. At this point, our niche beer style is basically anything that everybody else doesn't want to brew. Anything weird, anything wacky, ingredients that aren't typically used in beer. That's our forte down here at Nothing's Left. We still do some traditional beers, just because sometimes you got to prove you can still do it. But yeah, anything weird, we're your place to go. Speaking of weird, we do beer slushies. We trade those out with new flavors every 2 weeks. All of our number one selling beers are things like strawberry blonde, a chocolate peanut butter stout. We also make a strawberry marshmallow sour beer, and we do a lot of sours this time of year. And we just kind of ebb and flow, we do sours in the spring and summer and IPAs, and then we kind of switch to stouts and ambers and stuff for this winter and the colder months, help everybody kind of work through them. So our space here where the tap room is used to be a detail shop. So whenever we actually first visited this location to kind of look at starting to do a tap room here in a brewery, there were literally people detailing cars where we're standing right now. And eventually we got possession of the building and started renovating, poured new floors, and took down all of the sort of gross decades of dirt and grime that had built up on all the walls, exposed all the brick, and just tried to make it as welcoming and cozy as possible. So we'll be out and about all summer doing festivals. The closest one is going to be Conservation on Tap at the Tulsa Zoo, and just keep an eye out. Anytime you see a beer festival, chances are you'll see us out there.